y'all, it's Sin. I'm back to do another review. This is for 90 Day Fiance Before the 90 Days, Season 4, Episode 8. So I'm going to start with Lisa and Usman. They're the first people we see on the episode. So this is right after Lisa and Usman's big fight, where he going off for her in the last episode. Basically, it seems like they're going to break up. And when this episode starts, Lisa's like, oh my gosh, I feel like I thought I was going to be going back to the U.S. single. And she doesn't, they stay together. And I'm like, God dang it, I thought you was going to go back to the U.S. single. That's what I wanted. But that's not what happens. So they're together and they're preparing for Lisa to meet his mother and for her to give her blessing. So they go to this goat market where they're Lisa has to buy a goat for Usman's mother, and that's like her gift to her to help with his blessing that she's supposed to receive so they can get married. So when they're there, the guy tells Lisa how much it's gonna be, and it's like $110 US. And she's sitting there like, oh my gosh, I'm getting ripped off because I'm American, because I'm white. Like, this guy's face certainly looks like he's ripping her off, and Usman's like, no, I wouldn't let somebody charge you the white price. What? Like, what is that? Oh my gosh. But I'm pretty sure she got ripped off, even though she probably got ripped off in Nigeria, but like $115 actually seems like a good deal for a goat. I've never bought a goat, never had a pet or eaten goat, so I wouldn't know, but like, I think that sounds like a steal. So she didn't just get a dang goat to the mother and let it go. Oh, and have y'all noticed this like weird accent that Lisa's putting on? It's like she's trying to sound like she's from Nigeria, like Usman. Like, I've noticed it every episode, but it's like I just finally thought about it. It's freaking annoying. It gets on my nerves. So while they're at the goat market, she says something like, oh my God, it's so stinky here and it's smelly. It smells like goat market. Like, what is this accent? Lisa, what are you doing? I hate her. Like, she's so annoying. Why are you putting on accents? Just speak like yourself, It's freaking annoying. So, one more thing to add off on the list of things I find annoying about Lisa. So, they do get to go. They go back to the hotel or wherever they're at. And they're preparing and getting ready. And Lisa has on this, like, type of Nigerian dress. Oh, my God. Like, why did she have this on? I mean, I guess Usman feels like that's going to make his mother have some respect for her. But it is irking my nerves seeing her in this outfit. And then he puts this, like, turban on her head. And they go to see his mother, and like, she's like, oh, what do you think she's gonna say? How do you think she's gonna say I look? She's gonna think you look stupid. Like, that's what I know. She's gonna think she was like ridiculous. Like, you're this foreigner white person coming to meet her, like in traditional Nigerian wear. Actually, he says he's Hausa. So it must be in like traditional Hausa outfit. Like, you look crazy. That doesn't make any sense. So I think Usman's crazy to put her in that, and she crazy for even like thinking this is a good idea to wear it. Cause this is just look a hot mess. So they go and they meet his mother, and she's so cute. Oh my gosh, when she came out of the house, I was like, she's so adorable. She's adorable. And they sit down, and they look like they're not having it. It's his sister there, like his older sister, his younger sister, his sister-in-law, and his mother. And they just look like, you played yourself. Usman, you really played yourself for thinking that you're going to bring this lady in here and we going to be happy with it. They was not with it at all. So Lisa is just like sitting there looking all awkward and ridiculous in his outfit, and really his mother don't even give Lisa any eye contact. Like, she is looking like, girl, I'm above this. Like, I don't even want to look your way. His mother was heated for sure, and she's keeping this like stoic look on her face. You can tell she's just not here for this mess that her son is bringing to her doorstep. She's not going to deal with it. And then Lisa's like, oh, you have a lovely home, just awkward and trying to say stuff. Like, you didn't even see her house. She was outside her house. How you going to say she have a lovely home? Just trying to make small talk. And then besides that, Lisa still tries to make small talk with his sister. And she's like, I think the sister asks, how are you, or how are things in America? And she's just like, yeah, I work at a hospice and I help people who are dying. So Usman translates it to his sister. He's talking about she a doctor in America. Usman, that's not what she said. She ain't no doctor. Why you playing? And it's not even like I think that Usman doesn't know how to translate it. I feel like he's just trying to make Lisa seem more important. And like maybe she has more money so that they'll approve of her more, Like if it seems like she has more money and that she's important in America, maybe they'll be like, it's not terrible that he's marrying somebody like way, different than us. But that doesn't work because they don't look happy about it. They talk about why they're there, Usman and Lisa, and they basically say, to get blessings to be married. And his mother, she throws on this covering, and it goes all the way down her body, and it goes on top of her head as well. Kind of like a hijab attached to a dress. And walks out. I was like, oh, disrespectful, but in a good way, because I hate Lisa. And she was like, I'm not doing it. I'm not. And I was just like, this is great. Yo, Usman was like, ooh, that was the sign of that she don't want this, and that she feel very disrespected and she just don't want to be around us. Yeah, that is a sign. Your mother don't want this. And I don't even think that people really ever understand. They want him to marry someone, not only Nigerian, they want him to marry somebody from his culture exactly. I'm pretty sure they want him to marry a Nigerian Hausa Muslim woman. I think they want that whole thing young. And she's not Nigerian. She's not Hausa, clearly. She's not even from his country. She's not from his country. She's not part of his, ethnic group. She isn't part of his religion. And she's way older. Come on. They're just not with it. They is not with it. And his mother is like, look, I don't want him going to America when she talks to the camera. I don't like how they, I just don't feel like it's going to be good. She just don't make any sense. I don't like how they treat black people over there. And she right. In Nigeria, it's mostly a lot of black people, so they don't have to deal with type of stuff. And she don't want him to come to America and have to deal with racism we got to deal with it all the time. She don't want it for her son. So that's really how that ends. His mother is not with it, and they just kind of leave. He like, all right, time for us to go. And so they left that day with no blessings. The next people are Varya and Jeffrey. They don't have a lot to talk about, and I really never have a lot to talk about with Varya and Jeffrey because it just seems like they have small clips. It's not a lot happening. But Jeffrey does decide to tell Varya that he is he a felon? Yeah, he's a felon, and that he's committed crimes and he's going to prison. And this honestly doesn't go too well for him. They go to her old school, and he feels like, she's sharing things about her old life, playing on a construction site that she said she was doing, and he's just looking worried. So he reveals that he was a drug dealer and that he has been arrested. And Varya is very upset by this because she's had a cousin who's died because of drugs. And she's just like, have you thought about the families that you affected? Did you feel good? Are you okay with helping people die? I was like, ooh, dang, she ain't playing with him. She really was. I feel like she was like, listen, you was really going to have to deal with the fact you was dealing drugs. She don't want him to be like, yeah, it's all right. No, she want him to sit there and settle with that and never feel like he can just ever think this is okay because he was helping people die. And I was like, listen, she gonna have to say what she wants to say. That's her opinion. I feel like maybe he thought she might be a little different with it. But I'm glad that she spoke her mind and how she felt about the situation. And she didn't just be like, oh, everything's fine. And it kind of ends with her saying, we took to put a little pause. I need to think about these things. Because Varya's like, if you would have told me this from the beginning, I would have never been with you. She would have found another American to date. Because, she do want to go to America. We know that. She would have found somebody to date, not him. And that's really valid. So what if that's in his past? People have the right to know the truth, and they have the right to choose what they want to choose. But a lot of people, especially on this show like 90 Day Fiance, they love holding information back so that people aren't mad at them. They not telling them things. If I told you, you wouldn't have been with me. Okay, but you can't hold information hostage to get someone to like you and to be with you. It's ridiculous and it's trash. What you need to do is just tell the truth and be upfront from the beginning, and then let them make a decision based off of that. Don't try to get them to fall in love with some false sense of yourself or some new version of yourself, right? Or some piece of yourself, and then spring all this information on them and expect them to just be happy with it. No, it's ridiculous. And they love doing stuff like this on this show. It's annoying. But yeah, that really is it with Jeffrey and Varya. There's nothing else going on with them, so we'll see what happens. Right now, I'm on to Ed and Rose. So Ed has come back to Rose's town, and he's noticed, there's a kind of a poor town. She doesn't even have windows, and her roof is leaking, things like that. And a storm happens, like a thunderstorm, and he gets stuck there. He's just like, oh, I'm stuck and I can't leave, because he didn't want to stay there when he noticed the conditions that she lives in. He didn't know she lived in like a 2-room house with no windows or anything. And now he's like, oh, I feel like she just wants me for, I'm not sure, she just wants me her money. Whatever, Ed. God, he's annoying. And he's just like, I can't believe I'm stuck. Well, too bad. Like, this is a situation you get yourself in, Ed. If you wasn't, skulking through the goddamn internet trying to find somebody way younger than your daughter to date, you wouldn't have to worry about being stuck in her house where there's not 1,000 thread sheet count, and a leaky roof. If you was in America, not trying to date people who should be children in your eyes, you wouldn't have to deal with this. But now you do. Too bad, right? Too bad. I don't care. So they're about to go to sleep, and Rosemarie's father is like, oh yeah, I'm going to stay in here with y'all. And Ed is so, like, he wants to please her father so much. And he's just like, okay, cool. All right, cool. Everything's cool. He know nothing cool. He's stiff as a board. Every time he just standing there like, okay, cool. All right, yeah. He's so uncomfortable and looking terrible with that shaved face, might I add. And he just keeps agreeing with everything because he just wants her father to like him, which I'm pretty sure he doesn't. But he just wants to like him, so everything's cool. You can sleep with us. And he's like, oh, you're not sleeping in the bed with us? He really thought he was going to sleep in the bed, exactly. But the father just goes to sleep in a separate room. So they're kind of like this whole episode is kind of like a whole mess with them, as in just odd and awkward the whole time. So they get up and Ed's like, yeah, I want to be able to take a bath, and they bathe like in this big bucket and like pour the water on top. And I'm not sure if it must be for the cameras, because how do you take a bath and still have your pants on? Like, you even wash your butt? Nothing. I was like, okay, that didn't make any sense to me. But the father joins in for that as well. Just like he said, oh, I'll sleep with y'all. He's like, yeah, we could all take a shower together. And then Ed still again is like, oh, okay, that's fine. Yeah, that's good. Freaking robot, like, he just agrees with everything. Yeah, all right. You want me to sleep outside on the ground? Okay. That's what I didn't see. It's ridiculous. So they do this little shower thing, whatever. And then a little rat is in the corner. Oh my God, this was hilarious. And Ed is like, is that a rat or a mouse? That's me. And then he says, is that a rat or a mouse? And Rose says, I think so. That was the best thing to me. That's not an answer. Like, is it a rat or a mouse? I think so was hilarious. He was terrified, hiding behind the wall. Oh, that was just so great to see. That was such a funny thing that happened in the episode. He was definitely a rat. It was a little cutie. I thought he was dead. I was a little afraid. I thought it was dead. But it wasn't. I don't want a rat in my house, but I'm glad the rat was alive. I am. And besides that, Ed is like, I can't stay here another night. I want to take you on a vacation. We have to be here. And Rose is like, yeah, but I won't leave my son. I don't understand why they can't go and bring her son too. Like, Ed wants Rosemarie all to himself, and he's like, I just need to find out if this is real and if this is not just for money, and if we're gonna be together. But if you're gonna be together, you're gonna have to deal with her son. Not even deal with, because that actually sounds terrible. You're gonna have to take care of her son and like be a father figure in his life, or even just like a male figure in his life. You're gonna have to have a relationship with this boy, and you just want him to just be non-existent. No, it's not how it works, and it's ridiculous. So they go to her father's pig farm, and when he's there, Ed's there. He wants to ask her father, is it fine if they go on vacation, like away from the family? The father does agree, but what gets on my nerves is that Ed is like, yeah, I just want to be able to away from here and away from this town and away from Rose's family. Why? Like, you little piece of trash? Why? What did her family ever do to you? Nothing. Oh, because you think you're above them. That's what it is. And you want Rose all to yourself. Like, he's so freaking annoying. Trashy. I was just like, okay, like what they was nothing but nice to him, honestly. So I just feel like that was weird to say. In the way he said it, and the tone he said it, and I wasn't with it. Oh, and my last point I want to make is that, he keeps just bringing up like, oh, I just don't know if this will be a meal ticket for her, because she'll be able to go to America and she wants to deal with this type of conditions. Ed, like I said in my last review, Ed, he's crazy if he thinks you can want some young, attractive woman, who's younger than your daughter, and that's what you want, and this is ideal, and this is all for love, right? No, because you could love someone your age and in your country and not easily, like I feel like people who date people that are way young, especially like creepy age like that. Like they want to have some kind of control over them. And you could be able to date someone in your country, your age, or even another country in your age. But this is what you want, and someone young and attractive looking. So you get this side of it, and she's supposed to get nothing? Bye, Ed. Nope. If she gets the money and live in America and everything she wants, as she deserves, there's an exchange happening, and you just don't get good things. You just don't get this young, attractive person to be on your arm and look good and date, and she gets nothing out of it. No, she'll get money out of it, and too bad. And I don't think that she hates Ed in particular. I think she thinks he's all right, for the situation. But yeah, she gonna get some of that money, and you're gonna have to pay up. And you're just gonna have to like it or not like it, but you're gonna have to deal with it. Cause that's just not how it works, He get on my nerves. He really do. But I was glad to see him in this episode just looking foolish with his no beard and freaking falling into things. He is a doofy mess. He really is. Alright, I'm done with Rose and Ed. Alright, now I'm on to Erica and Stephanie. So they have problems coming from the episode, but they don't have that much airtime, I'd say, in the episode. So, they're coming off that big fight where Erica leaves because she feels like Stephanie's telling her she needs to delete some of her phone and is being controlling. And I was saying, I didn't think that Stephanie was being controlling. She just was like, why do you have a dating app on your phone? Which is questionable, definitely questionable. But now, I'll say, in this episode, I was leaning more towards agreeing with Erica for sure. And I'm like, I can definitely see why things are bothering Erica, So they get into the fight, they're separate, and Erica's downstairs talking to her friend on the phone. She's explaining what happened. She gets back upstairs and Stephanie's packing because they're about to go meet Erica's friends and family, so they're leaving that hotel. And Stephanie's like, oh, what did you talk to your friend about? And she's like, oh, this is about what happened with us. Oh, I'd really rather you didn't tell people our problems or whatever happened. No, Stephanie, I know there's some people who are all for that, telling people, leave your problems to yourself, you don't have to tell your friends. But I just feel like you shouldn't be able to dictate what someone tells their friends. If they feel comfortable telling their friends about something going on in their relationship, and that's how they get things out, sometimes people need someone to talk to. You can't tell her what she could do. I just feel like this is why Erica is getting a controlling vibe from her. Because she thinks she can just say anything and then it will just go. And no. And honestly, Erica didn't even say anything bad. She told the truth about what happened. And then she also said, I'm excited for y'all to meet her, though. So, just let it go, Stephanie. She just, I don't know. This is not looking good, y'all. This is not looking good for them at all. So then they get in the car to go to her town, where she grew up at. And Erica's like, yeah, do you want to discuss what happened yesterday? And Stephanie's just like, yeah, I guess things went wrong, but this is not the time to discuss it in a car driving for 4 hours. And I'm like, okay, attitude. Actually, this would be the time to discuss it. You have nowhere else to go but sit in the car for 4 hours. This is the time where you can discuss your problems, get them all out, solve them, and be happy by the time you arrive there to meet her family and friends and not have to be awkward. But I guess Stephanie doesn't see it that way. She's a little weird, right? She's a little weird. And then when they're in the car, Erica's like, yeah, so I just feel like you're being a little controlling. And I don't like that you even said, I shouldn't tell my friends about our problems. And then this is how we see that Stephanie's a little bit of a liar. She's like, well, I didn't say you shouldn't do that. I didn't say don't tell them. You did. You said, I would like it if you didn't tell them. Just because you phrased it nicely doesn't mean you didn't say that. And I'm really starting to see that stuff that she's saying doesn't even add up. I don't know. I don't know, y'all. That doesn't make any sense, Stephanie. So, I don't know why she would say I didn't say that. She definitely did. They should have just rewound the tape and just played her saying it again, because it's definitely what she said. So then they're down at a little lunch meeting, and Stephanie gets to meet one of Erica's friends. And it's a very awkward meeting. It's really awkward. Erica looks distant and a little sad. Stephanie's trying to keep up the talk and, keep up small talk. And Erica's friend I feel bad for Erica's friend. I was just like, ooh, this is awkward. I would not want to be that friend that's just sitting there in between while these people are just all confused. So Stephanie goes to the bathroom and the friend is like, are you okay, Erica? You're supposed to make everything's all right. And Erica's just like, this is just not the way I thought it was going to be. We've been together for 4 days and it's not going well. I thought it was going to be bliss. And instead, it's a hot mess, And honestly, when I saw her sitting there, how sad she looked, I was just like, I just don't think this relationship is for them. I don't think they're compatible. I don't think they belong together. And she just looks so sad. And no one should be looking that sad in a relationship, especially a new one. So I just feel like they need to just cut it short and let it go. And onto it not working out and them being sad, they They get back to their hotel, and Erica's just like, look, this is not how things gonna be going on. I want to, fix things, and I just feel like you're not affectionate towards me at all. And Stephanie did say, like, oh, she don't want to be intimate, and by intimate, she meant, like, have sex with someone early on, because she likes to develop her feelings and everything. All valid. But Erica's just saying, okay, you don't hug, hold hands, little kisses here and there. Like, you don't even act like you're interested in me. So, I understand what you're saying. Like, why? Like, that's going to be hard for her. You don't want to be affectionate at all. But then you also like, oh, you need to move to New York. What? That doesn't make any sense. And you're confusing the girl. You really are. And then you're also just saying random stuff like, don't tell your friends our problem. So I just feel like this is not going well. And it's definitely just like, what? No, this is ridiculous. We only known each other 4 days. You actually didn't know each other 4 days. You were dating before this, and that's why you came to Australia to meet her, and you said that you're in love with her. Stop saying that you only know each other 4 days. It doesn't make any sense, okay? You knew her for longer. You've only seen each other in person for 4 days. If you only knew each other 4 days, why you want to move to New York? Right? And Erica, basically said the same thing. She's like, no, what about when we was talking all before that? All those 4 months before. We know each other before then. And you gave indication that you were more like affectionate and into me then. And Stephanie's just like, well, that's different. No, it's not. So last time I was like, okay, sometimes people's YouTube personality is different. Okay, but that's more like YouTube. And if you are talking to somebody all the time, FaceTime and whatever, I just feel like Stephanie can't separate this persona she puts on for YouTube from her real self. And when she was talking to Erica and like having conversations, then she was just, putting on this YouTube persona. And now they really meet each other in person. Now we see the truth. That they're not compatible at all. Erica's outgoing and she wants to hang out and she wants to have friends and do things. And Stephanie wants to like sit in the house and do nothing. And I don't see it. And Erica wants affection and Stephanie can't do that. I just don't see this working. Oh, the other thing, Stephanie gets upset because Erica has friends that she has slept with and dated before. And she's just like, no, I don't want that. And I can understand that. Like, that is a weird situation people to deal with. You don't want somebody to be friends with somebody that they dated. But what you also can't do is just be like, hey, run into somebody's life and like, yup, cut all your friends off because you dated all of them and I'm your only friend. No, you can't do that. And you're just going to have to meet these friends, see how this all goes, see them interacting, and just see how it is, and see if you want to be in this relationship with somebody that still is friends with people they dated. I think it's possible that people be friends with people they dated. Sometimes you date people and they find out, listen, we're trash together, but look, I love you, and we should be friends. And not in a weird way, not like sleep with each other on random days, just like actual friends. So I need to see Eric interact with these friends and see if it's weird. But as of now, I'm saying, fine to be friends with people you've dated. But we'll see next time when we see her interact with her friends. But that is it for Erica and Stephanie. Okay, then it's Ash and Avery, and I'm going to go through them fast. They don't have much going on. Just that Avery is pushing Ash because she's like, look, I want to meet your ex-wife. Or ex-girlfriend? I don't even know what she is to him. And, discuss how his son is going to move to America and how it's going to go. She's supposed to have a nice, honest conversation. Makes sense. Somebody that doesn't want a weird relationship with an ex and a child's mother. She's trying to do the right thing. But Ash is sneaky and he is unbelievable and he's hiding stuff. And actually, we know he's hiding stuff because he talks to the camera and he says, yeah, I don't really, I'm afraid for her to meet my ex-wife because she's very honest and I don't know what she'll say. So that's how we know that. Ash probably. Ash is a cheater and he's done things he shouldn't be doing. He might even be a trash father. We don't know. And the ex-wife's going to spill it all. And he don't want that to happen. So he keeps saying to Avery, yeah, I'm working on y'all meeting each other. I am working on it. He's not working on nothing. He's working on diverting it and not being able to having to meet because he don't want the truth being spilled about him. We saw how he was acting when he's in that flower shop with that guy. I know he a player. He was looking crazy. Also, just my last point on Ash, even though I didn't have much points on him. He a liar, and it's very obvious he's a liar. He always, when he's lying, he just make his eyes even bigger. He keeps making these weird faces. And I don't know, a lot of people actually be sitting there like that's lying, scared look to me. And these lies gonna come out sooner or later. So we're gonna have to stay tuned for that, right? Then we're on to David and Lana. So stupid. This season, these people and they catfish, I just can't do it. I just can't deal with the stupidity. David is just being ridiculous. He is in, oh man, why can't I remember where he went? The Ukraine? I think it's the Ukraine. So he's gone to an Eastern European countries. I can't think of where it's at right now. And he's trying to find his love, love. And she didn't show up last time, and now he's trying to find her in her town. I just feel like it's mad creepy. Yeah, she agreed to see him, but we already know he only talks to her in that little special chat where she gets paid for it. Run him for his money. Where she gets paid for it and doesn't show up. And he's like, I could just go to her town and find where she's at because I have her address because she sent it on an accident one time. Okay, creep. No, you shouldn't do that. That's very weird to do. You can just show up at somebody's house. Even though she did agree to see you and to meet you, she still can just not show up, and that's her right. And you can't just show up at her doors. He's trying to go to her town. I mean, he was warned by one of his friends that it's really rocky roads and it's a terrible ride. He shouldn't go. If he goes anyway, gets a flat tire, hilarious. He had to change it. He finally gets to the town and he's using, the translator to ask people in the town, they know who she is. And he goes into some place that he knows she's been to a bunch of times. And he asks, like, oh, do you know who this woman is? I'm trying to find my girlfriend. And he shows a picture. And she says no. And he's like, oh, that's just ridiculous. Like, to himself, he says later. That's ridiculous because I just feel like she would know because she always comes in this place. Yeah, but, like, you're going to town. You're some random American foreigner asking for a woman with pictures on your phone. You could be a serial killer. If I was from that town, I wouldn't tell you who she was either. I would probably alert her. I'd be like, no, I don't know what it is. And if I had her number or I saw her later, I'd be like, oh, some American guy who didn't speak, I don't know what they speak there. He been looking for you, so just to give you a heads up, because he might be crazy. Like, that's what I would tell someone. I would not just be like, yeah, she lives 5 blocks down. No, what? You can't just be giving out people business like that. You don't know who this man is. So I'm glad that lady didn't say anything, because I just feel like nobody should be telling people where somebody live. Who are you? Who are you? Nobody knows. Oh, besides that, which cracks me up, this fool, when he's like, oh, I'm gonna go find her because I'm done playing these type of games. No, I'm not gonna let Lana play these games, but yeah, instead of letting Lana play the games, somehow he thinks finishing these games by going to search for her makes sense. It doesn't make any sense. How you don't play the game is you go back to America and stop and leave this person who's a catfish alone. Because clearly she don't want to be with you, she just wants your money. And you're being idiotic and ridiculous. These people, like Yolanda too, stop being in denial. Oh, she really likes me. She wants to be with me. Whatever, David. No, she doesn't. She wants that money. She don't even care about seeing you and giving appearances. She wouldn't even know that's what she looked like, right? It's just ridiculous. I spent $100,000 on her. Good for her that she ran you for your money because you idiotic, right? What are you doing? Besides that, by the end of the episode, she does message him on that message site where she makes money off of it. And she says, oh, we're going to meet for photos and for the visa. And I'm like, for the visa? Did she just basically say she's trying to get to America? And he's like, oh, for the visa application, we need photos to prove that we're together. He's like, am I even going to bring up that she didn't show up or anything about that? Because I just want everything to be good. I'm like, yep, she got you exactly where she wants you. That's how she run you for your money. Because you don't question nothing as long as she give you just a little pinch or something. She give him a dash or what the freak did they call it? A granulate of sugar. A granulate. And he's like, oh my gosh. This is great. Thank you. Give me more. Just dumb. I just can't deal with these idiots. But that's it with them. Okay, so lastly is Tom and Darcy. Why are they still on the show? Like, what's happening? I thought I wasn't going to see them anymore. I really did. And I was like, oh, no. Tom and them again. But let's just discuss what happened with that. Tom is being annoying still. He's like, I can't believe I acted that way. Stop being ridiculous. You know how you acted. Sometimes you get around people and you just don't know how you're going to act. Oh, like petty and rude and talking about people weight and just saying petty stuff out your mouth. You knew what you was going to be doing. So he talking to his sister saying what happened. And I don't know, I just don't believe him. I feel like he's lying. He's just one of those people that's putting on appearances for the camera so he doesn't seem like a bad guy. Because people hate being dragged on the internet. When they do something that's mad rude, I feel like they think about later on like, oh shoot, this is on TV. I'm gonna be dragged through these streets and I don't want to do that, But we just tell like that's who he really was. So I don't know why he cares. And he's like, I just didn't want it to be this way and maybe I'll talk to her about it. You got a whole other girlfriend. Why do you even care? Go back to where you was at and just let it go. Or go back to work in New York for a little bit and then go back home and be done with it. This is stupid. I really think it's stupid. Then we see Darcy crying in a hotel. Oh my gosh, that plastic surgery did a number on that lady face because she looks crazy. She looks like a fish out of water just crying. Oh my God, Darcy. He was real rude to her. I ain't gonna lie. I see why she's sad. But she's just like, yeah, and I'm just done with it. And, and I'm on to the next season. Because she's trying to stay on freaking 90 Day Fiance for the rest of her life. If I see before 90 days the next season and I see Darcy on it, I might turn it off. I just don't like people jumping around from season to season. Stop trying to stay on freaking TV all the time. It's annoying. And I just feel like she has nothing else going on. So can they just cut her part now? Especially somebody that just wants to be on TV so bad. Can they just cut her part? Because Tom broke up with her. She has no one to date. She's going to go find somebody else in another country so that she can just be on another season. That's what's going to happen. It doesn't make any sense. And I'm tired of seeing them. They was boring before. Only entertainment was the last episode. And Tom was just being rude. So it was entertaining, but it was uncalled for because he didn't have to act like that. But yeah, that's it. I feel like this is a long review. They threw so many couples in here. I was like, whoa, it's a lot of people to look at. But that's it for my review. That is for 90 Day Fiance. Before the 90 days, episode 8. I am caught up. So now I'll be doing all the reviews on time and not like trying to catch up. I'm so happy. All right, I'll see y'all in my next one. Bye.